Here sits a memorial to a plane crash. A memorial, let us remember. This memorial is in remembrance of those who tragically perished in our community on January 16, 1965. On that cold Saturday morning at 9:31 a.m., a fuel-laden KC-135A jet tanker crashed into this neighborhood, killing 23 innocent residents, including an unborn child, 7 air crewmen, and many family pets. This catastrophic event was the worst non-natural disaster ever in the state of Kansas. This was a black neighborhood in 1965. In 1965, this was called the N-word neighborhood. I found out about this because I went to the first sit-in memorial that they think is the very first sit-in ever in the civil rights era. Dockham sit-in, 1958, I think it was, here in Wichita, Kansas. There was a gentleman there that was talking about his dad owned property here, and when they heard about the plane crash, he came over because he had property here and he had tenants. And he said that was the first time he saw his dad cry because he had tenants, he had families. He lost families in here. And this area that it's in was like 6 city square blocks. I'm going to show you what's left. Just the memorial. They rebuilt houses and they're fairly new houses. There's a military personnel that passed away. Here's the residence. Gary L. Martin, Joe T. Martin Jr., Clyde Holloway, Tracy Randolph, Dewey Stevens, Claude L. Daniels Sr., Mary Daniels, Julia A. Malloy, Julius R. Malloy, Laverne Starnes Wormsley, an unborn child, Emmett Wormsley Sr., Emmett Wormsley Jr., Ernest E. Price Jr., Delwood Coles, Albert L. Bolden, Wilma J. Bolden, Leslie I. Bolden, Denise M. Jackson, Brenda J. Dunn, Cheryl A. Dale, Alice Dale, James E. Glover. The residents that lost their lives in a 6-block radius. Military personnel. These are the people that lost control of the plane because the rudder stuck and they got rid of all the fuel. Did what they were supposed to do, but because they got rid of the fuel, it just doused the neighborhood, that when it crashed, everything just ignited. Which was protocol to get rid of all your fuel, your air at the plane. Hopefully you'll survive. Unfortunately, they came over this neighborhood. I don't know what neighborhood it is, but it was considered the N-word neighborhood. Military personnel: Captain Sheslaw Schmug, Captain Gary Wideseth, Second Lieutenant Arthur J. Sullivan, Second Sergeant Reginald Went, Second Sergeant Joseph Jenkins, A1C Daniel Kanensky, A2C John L. Davidson. I don't know if those letters and abbreviations, I don't know anything about those, so I apologize if I said those wrong. This was 6 city square blocks of homes. And they put a park. But like it says, and I'm sure people will remember this stuff, but it says, in memory of the Piatt Street plane crash, January 16, 1965. Wichita, Kansas. A little more of my black history that I'm learning about, things that happened and whatnot. Anyways, that's what it looks like from a distance, and they built a park. They had to do something, but the guy said all this was a big crater. 6 city square blocks, because they aerated the fuel and then the plane goes down and around. They aerate the fuel and it goes around. So the fuel gets to hit the ground, and when the plane finally hits, it just ignites everything, sets everything on fire. So imagine a big old area with a giant jet fuel releasing fuel into a neighborhood. Some thought it was racially motivated. Who knows? Anyways, this is Scott with EffectiveDog.com. Have a great day.